In the fleet commander's command suite aboard the superstar destroyer Avenger, Grand Admiral Rapier peered into the tactical hollow before him. It had been a busy month of near-constant skirmishes, large and small, between the forces of the Emperor's Hammer and those of the First Order they had found out here in the Chaos. He had not brought the forces of the Emperor's Hammer into the unknown regions seeking war with other factions, but conflict seemed to be all they had found. Upon first contact with this seemingly Imperial faction, deep in the unknown regions, they had been at each other's throats. The imperiousness of Grand Marshal Hoshiko Takeda and her proclamation that the Emperor's Hammer is a rogue faction and all its forces are to dissolve and surrender to the command of the First Order, her command, still galled Grand Admiral Rapier. The Emperor's Hammer was formed by Grand Admiral Ronin at the direct behest of the Emperor himself, and these upstarts claimed they had the greater mandate to the will of the Emperor than they did. Preposterous. The ships of the First Order had been quite formidable, but they still fought like the old Empire, having learned nothing of the lessons taught to all who had eyes to see during the terrorist uprising of the Rebellion and New Republic after them. Their lack of tactics had allowed the TIE Corps, and Emperor's Hammer at large, to decimate them at each turn, destroying their patrols and weakening the defenses of the fuel depot above the gas giant Zephyrin. There much of the First Order's might still lay, guarding the prize of the fuel depot, Hydro Station 77. But no longer was the Emperor's Hammer only fighting with the forces of the recon battle groups of the TIE Corps. No, Grand Admiral Rapier had brought to bear the full might of the 1st Recon Command Armada, including his flagship, the Avenger. It was still going to be a close battle, with his forces needed to excel in all aspects of his plan for them to emerge victorious this day, for the First Order had an enormous dreadnought at their disposal, and it would take most of his available forces to bring that foe to its knees. But he could not let Marshal Takeda continue to operate out of Hydro Station 77 while he battled her main fleet. So he hatched his daring plan and summoned High Admiral Pliff and his TIE Corps command staff to his briefing chamber.
You have done well in this campaign against these arrogant pretenders to the Empire,
began Admiral Rapier.
Each of your battle groups have harried and destroyed Marshal Takeda's patrols, leaving the fuel depot vulnerable. We are ready for the final push to seize it and all the resources here in this system for our resupply. The successful completion of this campaign hinges on two factors: the destruction of the siege dreadnought, the Obliterator, and the capture of the fuel depot itself. Rather than engaging in a single battle with the Obliterator above the fragile fuel depot and risking its destruction in the firefight, I will lead the bulk of our forces in a hit-and-run attack to draw their primary fleet away from the station. Meanwhile, you will lead the core elements of the 3 TIE Corps battle groups in a flanking attack on the fuel depot itself and capture it before Marshal Takeda realizes the weakness of her position. Once it is secured, we will launch a pincer attack on the Obliterator and show that the Emperor's Hammer will never bow to the First Order.
Grand Admiral Rapier is counting on us to seize the fuel depot. I will be personally leading this assault from the TIE Corps flagship. We will first need to destroy whatever capital ships the First Order leaves behind. Your primary role throughout the battle will be ensuring the safety of once the capital ships are all neutralized. After it is disabled, we will send several boarding parties of Hammer's Fist Troop. It is possible that Grand Marshal Takeda will be aboard Hydro Station 7. You are permitted to choose to fly any of the craft assigned to your squadron. Good luck and fly well out there. Grand Admiral Rapier is counting on us to seize the...
installed in your craft. New warheads have been installed in your craft. New warheads have been installed in your craft. New countermeasures have been loaded.
Caution. Launch prep is in progress.
Craft departing.
Remember, we must first deal with these capital ships before we can move against the fuel depot itself.
Pilots of the so-called Emperor's Hammer, you are serving a false empire. Your leaders ignored the Emperor's orders to burn the traitors to his reign during Operation Cinder, and once again refused to fight with the true empire above Jakku. They are not loyal soldiers of the Emperor, but imposters. Surrender now, and all can still be forgiven. Join us in the True Order, the First Order, and serves the true empire.
Attacking craft dead ahead.
Well, that was entertaining. Pilots of the TIE Corps, do your duty.
We have detected bombers launching, coming for the command ships. Eliminate them before they do too much damage.
Great shot! Wow! Great shot! Keep it up! I'm having trouble over here.
Message from Vital Craft. They've taken torpedo hit.
Keep it up.
Typhoon, where are you? We're under fire.
Great shot!
We are beginning to destroy their capital screen. Press the attack.
Wow! Wow! I'm aborting my attack run.
This is 4. I'm having trouble over here. This is 4. I'm aborting my attack run.
This is 7. Got some trouble over here. This is 7. I'm aborting my attack run.
This is 6. I'm having trouble over here.
Almost there on eliminating the enemy capital ships. Don't let up.
This is 7. I'm heavily damaged. I'm ejecting.
This is 4. I'm hit. This is 4. I'm heavily damaged.
This is 6. I'm aborting my attack run.
Message from Vital Craft. They've taken torpedo in.
Typhoon, you have a job to do. Get to it and defend us.
That is the last of their capital defenses. Start your attack runs now in the fuel depot.
This is 6. I'm heavily damaged.
Attacking craft dead ahead. Get up.
Report on primary target. Their shields are out. Report on primary target. They've been disabled.
We are launching the Hammer's Fist soldiers now. Make sure to protect them until they make it to the depot.
Message from Vitalcraft. They've started their boarding operation.
We are beginning to secure the facility now. Estimate 2 minutes until the capture operations are complete.
Typhoon, a shuttle just launched from the depot. Stop it at all costs.
Keep your distance.
Good work. Sending a boarding team now.
Message from Vitalcraft. They've completed their boarding operation. Report on primary target. They've been captured.
The station is now under Emperor's Hammer control.
Grand Marshal Takeda has been secured. She will have much she can tell us of our new enemy.
All pilots report to the briefing. All pilots report.
With the final destruction of the First Order patrol ships the Tycho battle groups had been chasing around the system all month, the last defense of the fuel depot was eliminated, and it fell into Emperor's Hammer control. We thought we had taken Grand Marshal Takeda out of action as she tried to flee from the captured station. But despite the best efforts of the Tycho pilots under High Admiral Pliff's command, it was determined after the battle that she managed to escape by using a body double and HoloNet rebroadcast node to fake her presence aboard the escort shuttle. However, with the securing of the fuel depot, High Admiral Pliff was able to send his remaining forces to assist Grand Admiral Rapier in the subduing of the Obliterator, and the ending of the fight for the system and her resources. Grand Admiral Rapier surveyed his command staff and that of the TIE Corps seated around the briefing table in his command suite. The damage control teams had almost finished restoring the Avengers systems after that brutal fight they had just gone through. His ship was battered and bruised, but he had emerged victorious over the arrogant Grand Marshal Takeda and her First Order.
Excellent work today, all of you. It is because of your dedication to the Emperor's Hammer and her ideals that we are triumphant today. You followed my battle plan, but used your initiative where appropriate and showed those fossils of the old Imperial dogma what it means to be a true fighting force in the galaxy today. It was a hard-fought battle, but we have now captured the fuel depot and all the supplies and war material of the Gasrisi system. We will now begin the work of repairing our ships so that we can be ready for the next time that we meet this so-called First Order.
Sector Admiral Lapalama scowled as he switched off the holo projector. Darth Sergo was afraid, though he hid it well, and that gave Kamjin pause. Grand Marshal Takeda had slipped through their fingers, but they'd learned much about this Sith Eternal. This wasn't just another Imperial remnant playing at being Palpatine. These were false cultists with a plan. Kamjin paced his quarters aboard the Avenger. Plans like the ones these false cultists have can be exploited for personal gain. Now the question was, who would be benefiting from these opportunities? Kamjin sighed as he activated the holo projector. A moment later, Grand Admiral Rapier's enlarged head appeared. Kamjin's superior waited.
Darth Sergo and the Secret Order have failed to uncover additional insights into the mysterious players working with the First Order. I will be meeting with them personally to ensure progress is made.
Kamjin said impassively. Rapier tilted his head as he arched an eyebrow.
Unfortunate,
he said as the connection was terminated. Kamjin glared at the empty space. Time was now a factor. He grabbed his helmet from beneath his bunk and raced towards the hangar, a smirk of adventure upon his face.